Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. This is the Commission for Independent Education. I am Commissioner Nelson Caballero. Today is July 31st, 2026. Ms. Hood, could we please have roll call?
Commissioner Caballero.
Present.
Commissioner Williams. Commissioner Stefano. Commissioner Litvak.
Present.
Commissioner Lynn.
Present.
Commissioner Giuliano.
Present.
Thank you, Susan. I'd like to remind everyone that if you haven't put your phones in silent mode, please do so at this time. Thank you. Now let's please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next in the agenda is reports, but this section is blank. We addressed that yesterday. First on the agenda are informal hearings. There's one institution in this section. This item was moved from July 30, 2026. It's Commission's meeting. We now turn the matter to FUST, Florida University of Science and Theology, LLC, Commission ID 13060.
Commissioners, on April 29, 2026, the probable cause panel voted to issue an administrative complaint against the institution. The administrative complaint, which was filed on May 14th of 2026, alleges fraudulent misrepresentation and violation of a commission cease and desist order related to the institution's operations as a non-public religious post-secondary educational institution. The institution submitted a response and subsequently requested that its response be treated as a petition for an informal hearing pursuant to Section 120.572 Florida statutes. Mr. Chase Jones, Assistant General Counsel to the Florida Department of Education, is joining us virtually this morning to serve as counsel to the Commission on this item. Mr. Junta is present in his capacity as Administrative Prosecutor. Because Commissioner Litvak served as the chair of the probable cause panel, which voted to issue the administrative complaint at issue in the hearing, he will not be voting on this item.
Thank you. Mr. Jones, the floor is yours for any further directions or comments.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Chair. Commissioners, this is an informal hearing under Section 120.57, subsection 2 of the Florida statutes. The institution has elected to proceed on the written record. It has submitted a written defense and supporting materials, which are included in the materials before you, and has notified the Commission that it is unable to appear in person today. You must consider the entire record, including the administrative complaint, the exhibits, the written defense, and any presentation by the prosecutor. You may ask questions for Mr. Junta or of me. Any questions soliciting legal advice should be directed to me and not Mr. Junta. Please keep in mind that because this is a disciplinary proceeding that may result in the imposition of administrative fines or other penalties, the Commission must find that each alleged violation has been established by clear and convincing evidence. This is an intermediate standard of proof. It is higher than a simple preponderance of the evidence, or more likely than not, but it is lower than the criminal standard of beyond a reasonable doubt. To meet the clear and convincing standard, the evidence must be clear, precise, and free from confusion. It must produce in your minds a firm belief or conviction without hesitancy that the allegations are true. I'm available if you have any questions about procedure or the applicable law. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Thank you for being with us. Before we proceed, is there anyone from the institution present who wishes to address the Commission? The record reflects that the institution has notified the Commission that it is unable to appear in person today due to family health and financial circumstances, and has requested that a written defense and supporting exhibits be considered its complete written presentation. Mr. Junta, would you please present the case on behalf of the Commission?
Yes, thank you, Chair Caballero. Commissioners, this informal hearing, such as it is, concerns the administrative complaint issued against an institution going by the name of FUST-Florida University of Science and Theology, LLC. This saga begins on or about May 13th, 2025, last year, when the institution submitted an application for religious institution exemption that included a sworn affidavit dated February 7th, 2025, purportedly notarized by one Clayton Cardoso. The notarization was incomplete. When Commission staff notified the institution of this deficiency on or about August 12, 2025, the institution responded by email asserting that the affidavit is, quote, signed and notarized by a notary public, and submitted what purported to be an updated version of the same affidavit, although still dated February 7th, 2025, and still bearing Mr. Cardoso's signature and notarization stamp. The next day, on or about August 13th, 2025, Mr. Cardoso, the notary public, informed Commission staff that he did not know this institution, did not know their representative, and did not sign or notarize the affidavit. The institution subsequently withdrew that affidavit and submitted a replacement. On or about October 6th, 2025, following the September 2025 public meeting, the Commission issued a notice of intent to deny the application and ordered the institution to immediately cease and desist any and all operations in the state of Florida. Your probable cause panel, chaired by Commissioner Litvak, subsequently found probable cause and issued an administrative complaint against the institution on May 14th, 2026. The institution's written defense, which is in the record before you and which you had opportunity to review, requests complete dismissal of all the counts. The complaint contains 4 counts, Commissioners. Counts 1, 2, and 3 allege attempting to obtain action from the Commission by means of fraudulent misrepresentation under Section 1005-38-8A Florida statutes and Rule 6E 2.00614A Florida Administrative Code, arising from the original affidavit containing a fraudulent stamp and signature of a notary public, the August 12th, 2025 email falsely representing that the affidavit was properly signed and notarized, and third, the submission of the ostensible updated affidavit that remained backdated and continued to bear the unauthorized stamp and signature of Mr. Cardoso. Count 4 alleges that the institution violated the October 6, 2025 cease and desist order by continuing to maintain active websites and social media accounts that advertise the institution and its programs for at least 205 days, namely from October 7th, 2025 through April 29th, 2026, in violation of Section 1005-38-7 Florida statutes. The complaint requests administrative fines of $5,000 each for counts 1, 2, and 3, and an administrative fine of $1,000 per day for the 205 days of continuing violation under count 4, for a total recommended fine of $220,000, together with any other relief that the Commission deems appropriate. The institution's written defense and supporting materials are part of the record and are available for your consideration. To be abundantly fair, they're not here, but I just, out of an abundance of due process, I want to bring to your attention that the institution maintains that it did not engage in intentional fraud, that it attempted to cure the affidavit deficiencies, and that it has not conducted active educational operations in Florida, its advertisements notwithstanding, and that websites alone do not constitute a violation of the cease and desist order. I believe that all of these affirmations and arguments are utterly without merit. I will note that the administrative complaint that you have before you doesn't just contain allegations, it contains several exhibits, which I would posit prove the Commission's case by clear and convincing evidence. I am available to answer any questions that you may have at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Junto. Commissioners, are there any questions of Mr. Junto or Mr. Jones? Any discussion? Mr. Jones, is there anything further you wish to advise the Commission before we take a vote?
Nothing at this time.
Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Commissioner Cavallari, can you clearly state what the motion would be?
The motion will state, I move that the commission find that the violations alleged in counts 1 through 4 of the administrative complaint have been established by clear and convincing evidence, and that the commission impose an administrative fine of $220,000 at this time, or any other relief, but I believe it's just that. So that motion has been adopted.
I would just ask it again.
Well,
Does
let's-
someone make the motion and is there a second?
So let's re-adopt it. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion has been adopted. Commissioner, is there a motion to delegate to the chair authority to review and sign the final order on the commission's behalf once the order has been drafted and finalized?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has been adopted. Thank you. We now move to improper school closures. There are 14 institutions in this section. Is there a motion to consider these improper closures by consent?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This motion passes this section by consent. I will now ask the director and each commissioner were there any items they would like to pull.
None.
Commissioner Litvak,
None.
Commissioner Lin,
None.
Commissioner Uliano,
7.
I have none additional. Are there any representatives from the schools or members of the public who would like to comment on the schools not pulled? Okay, so do I have a motion to accept recommendations on 1 through 6 and 8 through 14?
Motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes and staff recommendations are accepted for those institutions. We now move to the school that was pulled. Bless you. We now move to the school that was pulled, Beacon Hill Career Training, Fort Lauderdale, 5636. If there's anyone from this institution, please come to the podium and introduce yourself. Commissioners, any discussion?
Yeah, this one was a little confusing to me. It was a little different from the other ones as it was denied an application for licensure back in 2024, was it? And according to my notes here, it was still operating long after that. I was wondering if I could get an update on that. Or where are we? Is that school officially closed now? Do we know?
So as of December 29th, 2025, which was the last on-site visit, they did appear to be operational. We reached out again to tell them that they were, in fact, closed or should be closed and that we needed the documents. We did not receive those. So we will do another review after the improper school closure has happened. If they're continuing to operate, they will receive another letter from us that basically states if you are still operating and you are in violation of that cease and desist, then we can take the appropriate measures to take them to probable cause, much like what you just saw from the entity in front of them, and then they can be assessed a fine of $1,000 a day.
Okay. I just wanted clarification on that.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Have any discussion from the public with regard to this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation on school number
Motion.
7?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Okay, we now turn to the final order section of the agenda. There are 10 items. 4 of them, items 1, 2, 6, and 8, have been resolved by settlement agreement. The remaining 6 involve administrative complaints to which either no timely petition for hearing was filed or any petition that was filed was dismissed as untimely, resulting in a finding of waiver. Draft final orders are before you in each case. Mr. Jones is present virtually to serve as counsel to the commission. Mr. Junta is present as administrative prosecutor. Because Commissioner Litvak served as chair of the probable cause panel which voted to issue these administrative complaints, he will not be voting on any item in this section. Mr. Jones, would you please provide any preliminary remarks?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Commissioners, for the matters in which no timely petition for hearing was filed or in which any petition was dismissed as untimely, The factual allegations in the administrative complaints are deemed admitted. Because these are disciplinary proceedings that may result in the imposition of administrative fines, license revocation, or other penalties, any findings of violations must still be supported by clear and convincing evidence. For the 4 settlement matters, the draft final orders reflect the terms agreed upon by the parties. You remain free to accept, reject, or seek modification of any settlement. I'm available for any of your legal questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Is there a motion to take these 10 final order items by consent?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This motion has been adopted. Is there anyone present on behalf of these 10 institutions who wish to make a statement? Please come to the podium and introduce yourself.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Darlene Schmidt, and I am here representing Laser and Aesthetics Institute of the Palm Beaches. I am here to ask for assistance and leniency. We felt that the information that we were providing on an annual basis was the correct information, and it has been, after much review in the past few weeks, we have found that it was not clear and concise information that we were required to provide. We're here to ask to please not close our school. We understand that there will be a penalty. We understand that there is the need for proper filing, and we are retaining Mr. Mark Murray on our behalf, meeting with them in the coming week to ensure that the proper and data that is required will be filed on an annual basis, and that this will not ever happen again. And we're here to just ask for some assistance and guidance. And this is our livelihood, and we want to make this right. We want to rectify the errors that have been, that have happened.
Okay, thank you for your statement. Mr. Junta, do you have any comments on it?
Commissioners, if you wish, I'll offer a response now. Also, if you wish to pull this institution for a discussion after a vote on the other items in this section, I'm happy to do
Okay,
either.
let's move forward in a vote, and you can stay up on the podium. We're just going to make a vote, and we'll come back to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hearing no further discussion on items 1, 3, 5 through 10, can I get a motion to accept staff recommendations?
Motion.
Second?
Is there somebody else from one of the other
Oh,
schools?
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, no.
Is she from one of the other schools?
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm sorry, I was waiting my turn.
Okay.
I'm here representing Perfect Technology Technology School that is on this list.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's number 7.
Okay.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, Commissioners. My name is Denise Cross. I'm the Director.
Ms. Cross, 1 second, please. We're going to pull your school with the other school, so we're going to go ahead and they're going to vote on the other ones, and then we will get back to you in order. So, 1 second. Thank you.
Sorry about that. This is my first time chairing it. All right, so let's have a motion to adopt the final orders for school 1 through 3, 5, 6, and 8 through 10. Have a motion?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, now let's move to 4, yes. Laser and Aesthetics Institute of the
Can we
Palm Beaches.
clarify,
Inc.
can we clarify for the record whether the motion passed?
Motion has been adopted. Thank you, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, thank you for your time.
Mr. Junta?
So, Commissioners, the administrative complaint and the evidence is before you, and we heard Ms. Darlene's, I beg your pardon, I didn't catch your surname,
Darlene Schmidt.
Ms. Schmidt's statement. I will just note that according to the administrative complaint, there are 11 counts for this school for failure to renew its license on an annual basis. It might be the most egregious, actually, of the institutions we have on here in terms of that. That is to say, the school has operated for at least 11 years with the benefit of licensure and without submitting itself to this commission's regulatory oversight. I do want to note that the institution, by failing to file a petition, has waived its right to a hearing. As far as a response goes, I will, in all fairness, note that if the commission, the recommendation before you is fines in the amount of $5,000 per count, that's $55,000 in fines in this case, as well as a revocation of the institution's license. If you commissioners want to depart from that in any way, that's certainly a conversation you're permitted to have.
What's your title?
I'm the director.
Commissioners, directors, any discussion?
Can I ask how it got this long? How it got this far before we're here today?
So each year, we send out requests to all the schools to submit their annual applications, and then those are placed on meetings in front of you. About last year, we started going through our entire database and looking to specifically find institutions that may not have renewed and clean up the schools that had not renewed in a while. This was one of them that was identified at that time.
And was this institution, they were sent a request to renew every year from
Yes.
way back then all the way up until now and just never sent it in?
Yes, so each year, the institutions are sent an email reminding them that their applications are due to the commission.
It just fell through the cracks, I guess, along the way. Do we have proof that these emails were accepted? They were
So the
getting to the
emails
right
wouldn't
place?
necessarily be accepted, but they would be sent. So we do have that as part of your packet.
Okay.
And Commissioner Giuliano, that documentation is affixed to the administrative complaint.
It is your Exhibit B. And it has each of those memorandums that were issued.
So you will find copies of each of the emails that were sent to the institution each year, along with, I believe we also have a sworn affidavit from the executive director that no application was ever received from this institution in the noted time period. In my capacity as prosecutor, I'm not dogmatically opposed to any kind of departure whatsoever from the administrative complaint and the recommended penalties. I will simply caution this commission that whatever it does will set a precedent. And the question needs to be asked, what mitigating circumstances, well, I believe, what mitigating circumstances and what circumstances justify a departure from the administrative complaint in this case that don't in other cases. And I would submit that this commission has not received, at least not yet, any account of a mitigating circumstance, nor has the commission received an alternative proposal to what's before you. And I don't know if the school wishes to speak to that, or if you wish to hear comment on that. That's up to you, commissioners.
May I respond? Thank you. The information that, it's an error. That's bottom line. The information that we were providing, we thought was the correct information, the data every year. And we did not receive certain information that there was a whole package, we understand that now, of additional work that we were supposed to provide. I take responsibility for that, for the information that was not complete, that we thought we were providing. And we are asking for some leniency, we're asking for, forgiveness is not the right word, because we're not asking for forgiveness, we're asking for the opportunity to correct this, make this right. We are retaining the right people to help us so this will never happen again. And we're a small institution that it's just, two people, and that's it. And I take responsibility for not making sure that the information I was providing was the right information.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for taking responsibility. I think we all started here being super small. And everyone under this roof here is held to the same standards.
Of course.
It's unfortunate that it came down to the final second, before you realized that you weren't complying. Throughout that time that you're saying you were submitting information, were we responding that the information was incomplete?
So when you say that you were submitting information, what information were you submitting? Was it your 801 form?
On the online data information, and I just thought that was all the information that we needed to provide.
So when each institution must annually submit their student numbers, so that is what she's speaking to. So she went online and put her student numbers in the system, but she never actually submitted an application.
And that is an error that, of course, is costing me my livelihood at this moment, and it is extremely important to us to correct this.
I stand corrected. I'm looking at our system, and it does not appear that there was any 801 data actually submitted in our system since 2019.
I go in every year and I put the information in. And when I received the email recently for this order that we received, the paperwork, I did not clearly understand that a petition needed to be provided. I thought that with the information of an email response was what was needed. And then I get, in the past week, find out that that's not correct. So we have, yes, it's errors. We understand that there will be a penalty. We are asking for assistance, and that's why that we're going to retain the right people to assist us.
So, Commissioners, I would just like to, may I, Chair
Yes,
Caballero?
please.
I would like to note that institutions are not left in the dark, where you have to be a lawyer, have specialized knowledge to know that you need to submit your application every year. The commission is required by law, and it complies with that law, and it did in this case, to notify at least 30 days in advance an institution that its application is due. If you look at the exhibits under the administrative complaint, you will find copies of the memoranda that were sent out every year that very explicitly says your institution's annual review of licensure is scheduled for the such and such commission meeting and is due in the commission's office by such and such date. The application forms are available through the institutional login on the website. Please complete the appropriate application and mail it with the required documentation to the commission office. The fees should be sent to the office of the comptroller, etc. So, that's just a small excerpt of what is sent to every institution. The administrative complaint was accompanied by a notice of rights, which explicitly let the institution know its rights to file a petition challenging the complaint, and told them that if they do file a petition, which rule in the Florida Administrative Code lays out the required elements of that petition. Quite frankly, these days, you can plug that into AI, and I'm not saying you'll get a correct response if you do that, but you'll get something, okay? You'll get something that you can double check. As I said, I'm not dogmatically opposed to some kind of a settlement, but if the commission is inclined to go in that direction, it needs to, I would strongly urge this board to make it one with teeth in order to disincentivize this degree of noncompliance.
So, quick question for me, just so I can catch up, because you're reviewing for today. So I'm seeing memos all the way from back to 2016 or 2018. So how long have we been in noncompliance, I guess?
For at least 11 years.
Okay, so I guess my question is, if you're in noncompliance for 11 years and we don't do anything on years 2, 3, 4, all the way up to years 11, why now? What's the trigger for year 11? And then what truly should have been the date in which we would have taken the same action? So, because again, my question is, in the absence of doing action from years 3 through 11, are we almost complicit in the fact that we hadn't done what we're doing now 7 to 8 years ago? I guess, so why now, or what should it have been done?
I don't think complicity is the right word.
No,
It's
probably not.
forbearant.
Okay, fair
Forbearant.
enough.
Okay, this commission very famously, okay, and it's a proud history that this commission has of exercising forbearance. Okay, we have a legislative, if, you know, I encourage almost as a, you know, monthly devotional, you know, occasionally to read the opening statute, you know, the opening section of Chapter 1005 Florida statutes. This commission exists to serve 3 sectors of civil society, and in this order. This is what the duly elected representatives of the people of Florida have told us. We're here to protect the students of these institutions, first and foremost. Second, employers and the broader public. And third, the institutions themselves. And so this commission has always operated, and rightly so, under the assumption that it exists to serve the interest of the institutions. And so it has a long and noble history of forbearance when there's non-compliance that doesn't seem to be motivated by malice. And in this case, the commission's forbearance was exhausted after 11 years. And just to be clear, it wasn't that the commission did nothing for those 11 years. Every year of those 11 years, the commission sent out a notice to the institution, hey, you need to renew your license. Before the administrative complaint was filed, the institution was again asked, okay, where's your application? No, so that's why.
Well,
And,
and relatively new for me, so I'm just kind of catching up. So I guess my question is, you're talking about precedent, has there been any other institutions that we acted earlier than 11 years? I guess is my question. Again, I agree with the action, by the way. I agree that this is, to operate a location in Florida, you need to meet the requirements. But I was just wondering, 11 years is a long time to let this go.
Yeah, sure, Commissioner. This commission regulates about 1,000 institutions, roughly. And the fact of the matter is, not every incident of noncompliance is caught in real time.
Right.
You know, every few years, staff need to and they review institutions and see, okay, what's outstanding? What do we need to clean up? Is this school even still operational? Because we haven't heard from them in 11 years. Right. It happens. This commission certainly does not have a policy, okay, an express policy of waiting this long.
All right. In my mind, it's definitely a denial. The only thing that concerns me is the size of the fine, because I think we're at least partially responsible for the 11 years as opposed to maybe this going 2. And you're fining every year for 11 years when we should have caught this 10 years ago, 9 years ago. So I would be open to negotiate the fine. It's clearly a denial on my part. That's where I'm at.
So we're clear for the record, I say this not as counsel, but as prosecutor. It's not a question of a denial. There's no pending application. This is a disciplinary proceeding. So the question is what to do with the license. And the institution's license is not current, but it is active because under our law, the licenses don't expire with the passage of time. So the question before you commissioners is whether you wish to revoke this license or impose some other penalty short of revocation, as well as what fines, if any, you wish to impose.
And all of this was sent to the institution. They didn't respond to that either?
That's correct. Well, you know, I'm sorry, I do want to be fair. Okay, so there was a response. The institution did reach out to the commission and requested an extension of time to file a petition. That request was granted by the executive director, and no petition was subsequently received.
May I speak to that, please?
Yes.
So I responded with an email, not understanding that a petition was a little more lengthy than a email response of course, we wanted to rectify what information could we provide, what penalties would be imposed. And then after speaking with I'm not sure what the right word is, or the person that I was directed to with the state, then I found out that, you know, it was farther along than I understood. That's why when I realized this, I retained and spoke to, I believe, the correct people that could put me in the right direction and assist me so this would never happen again, and that I could rectify the past. Of course, I can't change the past. I can only step forward in the right direction of retaining the right people to help us so that never happens again.
Chair Caballero, if I may, just to correct the record, the commission received nothing that could even be remotely construed as it didn't receive so much as an email by the extended June 12th deadline. The institution last week did submit to commission staff an email in which it copied and pasted what the institution alleged was an email sent to me that I never received, that nobody at this commission ever received. And in fact, I'm given to understand that this email was not in fact sent to eric.junta@fldoe.org. And so had I received had this commission received an email by that deadline that was insufficient, we would have dismissed it. We would have followed the proper legal procedure. We would have dismissed it with leave to amend to make it a compliant petition. So to be clear, this commission never received anything that could be construed even as a deficient petition. I just want to make that clear for the record.
And what we sent was signed May 14th, 2026.
That's correct. On May 14th, it was a Thursday, May 14th, the petition was emailed, and it was also sent to the institution by regular or and certified mail. The due date, I believe we calculated it from the date. You know what? So I wasn't prepared for this to turn into a de facto hearing. Okay, so I don't have this information exactly off the top of my head, but we calculated the due date. It was undisputed from the date that the institution either acknowledged receipt of the petition or when the USPS tracking data showed that that it was delivered to the address of record, one of those two. We don't just assume, just to be clear, we don't just assume that the date we emailed it was the date that they in fact received the petition.
Understood. Thank you. Any,
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the final order.
Second.
all in favor?
I'm sorry, just if I may, as prosecutor, just, I believe the final order as written recommends fines in the amount of $5,000 per count. I just want to make sure that the commissioners know what you're voting for.
We're aware. I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm good.
Is there a motion?
Yep. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So staff recommendation has been adopted.
Thank you for your time.
We now move to Perfect 10 Nail and Technology School in Jacksonville, 5977.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Grand Rising.
Good morning.
Do I start or he?
Yes.
I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Well, Grand Rising Commissioners, my name is Denise Cross. I am the Director of Perfect 10 Nail and Technology School. We have filed a comprehensive objection because the CIE's record is fundamentally conflicted, violating our core due process, civil rights, and constitutional protections. The staff's July 20th summary sheet contains a fatal material admission that completely disproves our alleged waiver. On that sheet, the commission explicitly states, and I quote, "The commission concedes both documents were filed within the deadline." So you can't legally revoke the business license based on a one-day good faith filing premise that the CIE's current paperwork admits was on time. Second, there was an objection to the proposed final order as well as the commission's summary that was recently filed yesterday. I would suggest that the CIE would take the opportunity to maybe hear this at another time to review that information, because I received a 158 long package of a very chopped up record that you received to review. Stuff was missing, stuff that was supposed to be there was not there. And I sent the correct packet that was sent with all of the legal proof that it was sent. And I was very appalled that the record would be dismantled and represented in such a way. Nevertheless, I am here for a vote. I initially put in a petition for a formal hearing, not a review, not an informal hearing. And I raised issues of the fact that it was timely filed and the state was not prejudiced for not receiving that petition the very next day, from a misunderstanding, because the notice of rights had two separate paragraphs, one with a date time frame saying to file the petition within 21 days of receipt. And I received it the next day, though, and it had a green card on it for verification of who received it, and I filed it 21 days from the day I received it. And it is, I want to say that this is that I want to raise a formal constitutional challenge to the statutory framework under which you operate. The current application of Chapter 1005 represents an unconstitutionally vague delegation of standards, penal authority that completely fails to provide basic pre-deprivation procedural safeguards. And this is an extreme double standard, violating an equal protection clause and the Florida Constitution. And I ask for you to defer final agency action today and refer this entire matter immediately to DOA, the Division of Administrative Hearings, as I originally petitioned for. I will yield for your counsel.
Thank you for your statements. Everything is on record, so thank you. Mr. Junta?
Chair Caballero, I will offer a brief statement of my own, because as with the other institutions, this Perfect 10 Nail and Technology School of Jacksonville has waived its right to a hearing. And I think this commission has already extended a superabundance of due process by allowing a statement of that length, in addition to the written submissions. I will simply note, in order to cure and clarify the record, that the submission which the commission concedes as timely is the amended petition and the motion to accept the original filed petition as timely filed. That is to say, this institution filed a petition a day past the statutory deadline. Actually, let me offer a word of clarification on that. This commission made an error in this institution's favor. The notice of rights afforded the institution 21 days to file its response to the petition. In fact, under the commission's own particularized rules in Chapter 6E, they're only entitled to 20 days. My error gave them an additional day to file the petition, and we stood by that in the institution's favor. They submitted a petition on the 22nd day after receipt was when that petition was filed. Your executive director dismissed that petition for being untimely filed, as well as containing other deficiencies in form. It didn't specify, for example, what material facts were being disputed, notwithstanding its appeal for an administrative review by the Division of Administrative Hearings. So the executive director dismissed that petition for being untimely filed, but gave the institution leave and a new deadline by which to file an amended petition that met the requirement of rule and which contained either in it or attached to it a motion to accept the original petition as timely filed. So the executive director gave the institution a deadline to file an amended petition to plead the extenuating circumstances that would justify a finding of what in the law is called equitable tolling. Okay, so some kind of extraordinary, egregious circumstance that inhibited you from timely filing the petition. The commission accepted that amended petition along with its accompanying motion to accept the petition as timely filed. That was timely filed. In other words, they met the executive director's deadline to amend the petition. That's it. That's what Ms. Cross is referring to. This commission has not at any time conceded that the institution met its statutory obligations, if it wished to petition in a timely manner. And that concludes my statement on this matter. I believe the facts that are before you in the summary sheet are well supported and well documented with clear and convincing evidence. And I urge you to adopt the draft final order that is before you.
May I?
Thank you, Mr. Junta. Yes, please.
May I? The institution did not knowingly, willingly, intentionally, nor voluntarily waive any of its rights. And Florida Administrative Code 6E 106.111 does say 21 days. In the second paragraph, the rules there did not have a specific date or deadline within good faith, so that since it was ambiguous, I went by the initial one, which was the 21 days, the initial for the first paragraph. So it makes it seem, the ambiguity of the notice of rights, which needs to be corrected so this issue doesn't happen again. They're separated in two paragraphs. The first one says, if you want the executive director to review your response to this complaint, according to the rule that I just quoted, send it in 21 days. Then the second one is a different procedure. Those two procedures deal with filing a formal petition to DOA or an informal petition to the CIE. I chose the formal to DOA. Now, there's a difference, and I'm trying to wrap my brain around an institution that is not just active, but also proactive and responsive, that within good faith sent in the petition. And why is it that due process, in order to give an opportunity to be heard, is being denied when there's a difference between delivery and receipt? We are in a 120,000 square foot, two-story commercial building with other businesses located in it, between two separate businesses sharing the same address. And within there, mail from everybody gets mixed up, okay? And when they sent their complaint, it came close to the end of business days, when not their fault, okay? Because they don't have control over USPS mail delivery. I understand that. So if they deliver it close to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and our class periods are between 9 and 3, and 5:30 and 9:30, and then the building closes at 5, and I get it the next day, receipt from the time I received it was 21 days afterwards. Now, where in your rules, as he said, it states 20 days. That was not on the notice of rights. And if the notice of rights said 21 days from delivery and not receipt, it would have been in on that time frame as well too. There is a lot of, I feel as if, disparate treatment, a lot of collusion, because I have been experiencing things missing. My applications come up missing, my money comes up missing. Then when I fuss about that, then my program analyst comes up missing. I get a new one, it starts all over again. I had to hire an attorney just to make it one time for CIE to even respond. And then when I call, oh, I can't talk to you because you have an attorney, so you made it a legal issue. I guess I would say I'm that out of 99.9% of the time, when it's a boiler-made template, when you think you got it right, this is that 0.01 time that you got it wrong. Okay. And this series needs to be reviewed in its entirety, especially the packet, so that you can see, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, the fraud that has been perpetrated on my school. I presented evidence that I communicated with the clerk and sent them proof that before 5 p.m. that I abandoned a fax method because the fax kept cutting off the complaint, and sent in the email filing version. Then turned around and called, and I sent evidence of the AI transcript because my phone line records all the conversations between the clerk and I, where they're the ones who said to resend in the fax, and they want to say, oh, you sent the fax late on May 18th. No, I abandoned. I was just only doing an extra precautionary step that the clerk had told me to do. But I abandoned the fax method and sent in the email method timely. So whatever the disconnect in the communication is within the panel, not the panel, but within the CIE, needs to be addressed, because I'm probably sure, maybe no one has experienced it to my magnitude, but I'm sure people may be experiencing different fragments of what I am, and I will be the perfect model in order to clean up the commission's operational issues, to make everybody's experience, since the obligation is to protect the schools as well as the public, as well as the people that are employed as well too.
Okay, thank you.
Again, I asked for DOA.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate that. I've been in several capacities, one way or the other, as a CPA, as a school owner, and now as a commissioner, in front of this commission for close to 30 years, and I have never in my life heard of collusion and fraud perpetrated by the state against a school. So that, I think, that's a pretty harsh statement. And just based on the discourse, it looks like you want to go in front of DOA anyway. So I don't know. Mr. Junta, is it just adopting the final order so she could get in front of DOA, or what?
I would certainly urge this commission to do so. After a final order is entered, if the institution wants to argue that it faced some kind of lack of procedural due process, they can appeal to the appropriate court of appeal, to a district court of appeal.
So let's,
Suffice it to say that I believe that any such allegations are utterly without merit. There is confusion that we have heard, but I don't believe it's on the part of this commission.
okay. Mr. Jones, is there anything you would like to add?
I'll just add that, yes, I believe that there was a waiver in this case. And obviously, if she wants to rectify that, she can go through the appeal process and try to figure out those issues on appeal.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to do that, Ms. Cross, so you're in front of DOA.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have?
To be clear, any appeal would not be before the Division of Administrative Hearings.
Okay.
It would be before a district court of appeal, if any.
Just to be clear here, the administrative complaint, the original administrative complaint, I know we're arguing about what day things were received, but the administrative complaint is years of missing deadlines, filing for annual licenses, or rectifying deficiencies. So this is not a one-time occurrence here that, was it this day or that day? We're talking back 3 years, 4 years now of missing deadlines.
Correct. Yeah, she stated that it was one way or the other, program staff or the commission dropping the ball throughout that time, so we move forward on
Yeah, I would
we have a motion.
make a motion to adopt the draft final order.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Okay, the motion has been adopted. Ms. Cross?
Doa,
Yes.
thank you.
No, we're way past DOA, let me be very
Oh.
clear.
What
It's not DOA. The final order has been adopted. The copy of the final order that you will receive will contain a notice of your appellate rights.
Okay, so you're saying that, and I want to correct something. The gentleman right here, John, he made a statement, and I want the record to reflect that that is the CIE's allegation of missing applications. But inside of my response, it's evidence that I did send in those applications. And so there was only one application that was missing, but it was from the CIE's bottlenecking of the reason why it did not get in. So that is not true. I've always sent in my applications even earlier. They have been destroying my applications and misappropriating my applications to other years. That's why it was important that I went before I asked for DOA. And we're sitting here talking about schools that have been grossly negligent, supposedly, on filing things grossly late. And here it is that I put in a petition that they deem one day late to go to an administrative judge, an unbiased party to hear my claim, and you want to deny that. But I want to take notice that if you adopt the final order that was proposed by CIE today, then I want the record to reflect that I object to the decision of the final order for the appellate process. So I just want you to make sure before you make your clear final vote what my position is, and I wanted to correct your statement about, what you mentioned on the record for the school.
Okay, thank you. That's on record, and the motion has already been
Thank you.
voted on. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Mr. Jones, for being with us today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Have a great one, everyone.
Do you guys want to take a little breather? All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
10 minutes?
I'm sorry, actually, technically, there is a procedural motion. There should be a motion to delegate to the commission chair to review and sign the final order.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That has been adopted. That motion. Okay, let's take this thing is a little. It is 9:57. Let's be back at 10:15 on the dot, please. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with the meeting. If someone could please close that door in the back, I've been asked. It'll be, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. We now move on to non-degree institutional licensure issues. Section A in the agenda is for institutions ordered to submit reports to the commission. There are 8 institutions in this section. Is there a motion to consider these reports by consent?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion to take this section by consent passes. I will now ask the director and each commissioner, were there any that would like to pull?
None.
Commissioner Litvak,
None.
Commissioner Lin,
None.
Commissioner Uliano?
None.
I have none to pull either. Are there any representatives from the schools or any members of the public who would like to comment on the schools not pulled? Okay, so is there a motion to accept staff recommendations on items 1 through 8?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes and staff recommendations are accepted for these institutions. We now move to section B of the addenda, applications for provisional licensure. There are 14 in the agenda, but we have one write-in, so we will have 15. The write-in is Britain Dental Assisting School 13724. We'll take these 15 individually. We'll start with Caretech Academy Orlando 13679. If there's anyone from this institution, please come forward, introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ileana Fleitas. I'm a registered nurse and actually honored to a Caretech Academy.
My name is Samuel Oliva. I am the Vice Director and owner of Caretech Academy.
And it's an honor to be here today to present our Caretech Academy new application.
Thank you. Well, you guys have done a great job. There's no contingencies. I don't know if you want to tell us a little about yourself, a little bit of why we're here today, or do you want us to make the motion? Because you guys have done a phenomenal job.
She's a little emotional. It's her birthday today, and she
Yeah.
wrote something. I think she's too
okay,
nervous.
no. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Our
Happy
academy is
birthday,
next
Ms.
to
Fleitas.
the famous UCF,
Yeah.
and it's going to be an exciting adventure, and we're excited. She's been in the healthcare field for many years. I grew up next to her. I'm actually her son.
Okay.
And we're going to take on this journey together, and it's going to be great.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
good luck with that. Commissioners, do we have any comments?
No, the only comment I had, just a great job on the application. It's nice to see no contingencies and everything completed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any comments from the public on this matter? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted, so congratulations.
Thank
to
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday again. We now move to Emerging Technologies Institute, Boca Raton, 13638. If there's anyone here, please come to the podium and introduce yourself.
Hi, good morning. My name is Perlita Walters Gillum, and I am the school's compliance officer. The owner, Mr. Lionel Corleone, he's unable to attend. He had some other plans that he couldn't change, so he apologizes for not being here.
No worries. Good morning. This also looks like a phenomenal application with zero contingency, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you would like to add? What you,
Just very briefly, we're actually based out of New York, so we're adding a branch, and so that's an extension of the institution. So we're happy to be in Florida.
Great. Commissioners, are there any additional comments? Any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendations?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation is adopted. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
We move to Estero Medical Assistant School Estero, school ID 13683. If there's someone here, please come. Morning.
Good morning. I'm Pete Gilkey, the Compliance Officer for the school. Happy to be here. Appreciate your consideration today.
Good morning, Pete. Have you seen staff recommendations? There's four items that need to be submitted.
I'm sorry?
Have you seen the staff recommendations?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
great.
yes.
And you
Indeed.
trust that you'll be able to provide those?
Absolutely, yes.
Is there anything you would like to add?
I really don't. We're also number 12. There's another one on the same agenda as well, so I'll see you in a few minutes. So you don't get sick of me.
All right. Yeah, actually, let's
Sure.
Let's do Tallahassee Dental Assistant School, Tallahassee 13685.
Yeah, yes.
That one looks like there's three things that need to be addressed.
Yes, yes. We're prepared to fulfill.
Tell us a little bit, have you been in front of the commission?
I have been here before.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do remember. Yeah, okay.
How many schools do you have now in Florida?
We
Medical assistant and
have,
dental?
I want to say, pardon me, we have seven approved.
And those are split between medical assistant and dental?
Correct. Mostly medical and really only one other dental, and this will be the second dental before you today.
And what are your plans for the future?
We'd like to continue. They're small cohorts, and very exciting to provide a career path for young people who aren't probably going to be able to go to college, that sort of thing. So,
Commissioners, any other comments? Is there any public comment on these two institutions? Hearing none, do I have a motion to accept staff recommendations on these two institutions?
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So staff recommendation has been adopted for schools
Is that covering 3 and 12?
3 and 12.
yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
We will now move to Florida CDL Training Center, LLC Orlando, 13644. If there's someone here, please come up, introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Eugene Kishko. I am owner and program director, Florida CDL Training Center. I am third-party administrator on CDL testing facility. I am certified instructor, and I have more than 10 years of the OTR.
Morning.
Yeah, with Miss Alina, administrator, and Mr. Dennis Brown, third-party tester.
Thank you. I wish Mr. Chairman Williams was here to add more with regards to your institution. Have you guys had the opportunity to see the two recommendations that have been provided by staff?
Recommendations on, should we have received the email or something?
Well, there's two minor things that just have to be provided to the commission. You'll receive a clerk order to do so, but other than that, it looks pretty good. We have been.
So with your provisional license, if the commission votes to approve this provisional license, it'll be granted with contingencies, which means that you'll have the two contingencies, which are the submission of the documentation or proof of approved registration on FMCSA, which is the federal side, as well as submission of documentation confirming completion of your admissions training program, and we have listed out what we need there. So with this, you'll receive a clerked order, and you'll have to respond to those, and they will have to be accepted by the commission, and then they will issue a license. But you're not able to operate or enroll or advertise until you actually receive that license. So that's what those contingencies mean.
Yes, we understand.
Okay. Commissioners, any comments?
None.
Do you have any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion?
Seconded?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we have Florida Institute of Beauty, Inc., Northport, 13243. Is there anyone here from this institution? Okay. There is no one here from this institution. Commissioners, any comments?
None.
Staff recommendations? Is there any public comment with regards to this institution? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendations?
Motion.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little concerned right now, like that no one showed up for their initial license.
Agreed.
And there's a lot of contingencies in here.
Okay, what,
Okay.
you want to defer?
Well, if a delay has not already been issued for this institution, this commission can issue a delay of 90 days and can order the institution to appear in September.
Okay, that would be my recommendation to do.
I agree. This is just a bad start when you have a lot of contingencies and you don't show up for your own school's initial provisional.
A licensure delay has not been previously issued, so the commission can defer.
Okay, let's move to defer this then.
So the motion is to issue a licensure delay of 90 days and to order the institution to appear at the September meeting.
That's correct. Yep. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the staff recommendation as amended has been adopted. We now move to Infinity Beauty School Miami, 13693.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Okay, well, you guys also did a phenomenal job. There's no contingencies here, so.
Thank you very much.
Would you like to make a statement to the?
Just blessed to be here and very appreciative of all of you and everything you guys do. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, do we have any comments?
No comments. No. Nice job again, no contingencies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have
It's
any?
all her, by the way.
Oh, it always is. Any public comments with regards to this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
We now move to Juray Nail Institute Ocala, 13307.
Good morning, my name is Yvette Marty, and she's my niece, Mary Ortiz.
Morning. Have you had a chance to review the staff recommendation? We have
Yes, sir.
one item. And you're just adding one program, right? The nail technician program?
What was that?
That you're just going to add one program, the nail technician program?
Mhm, correct.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to tell the commission?
No, so far. And it's pronounced Jaire. I know it's a kind of tricky name, Jaire.
Jared? That's
Jaire.
Okay. How did you go with what? How does that name come from?
That's mean God my provider in Hebrew.
Okay. Okay, nice. Thank you for that. Commissioners, do we have any comments?
None.
Do we have any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We move to Naples Medical and Laser Academy, Naples 13678. Please come to the podium and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Isabella Pascali, and this is the lead instructor, Brian Smith, our medical director.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Commissioners. I'm Brian Smith. I'm Chief of Staff at Physicians Regional Medical Center in Naples, Florida, owner of Alley Aesthetic Naples Medical Spa, which will be affiliated with the training center. Will be medical director of the center.
Great, thank you. Have you guys had a chance to review? Looks like you have four items that have to be cleared. Okay, and you're confident those will be done? Okay. Commissioners, do you have any comments?
None.
None. Is there any comments from the public? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Congratulations.
much.
Thank you.
We now have New Phase Career Institute Hollywood 13535. If there's someone here, please come introduce yourself to the podium.
Good morning. And
Morning,
thank you for having me. My name is Jumel Pluvios. I am a registered nurse. I am the owner and president of New Face Career Institute.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Ms. Pluvios. You only have one contingency. Have you had a chance to see that contingency?
I'm not aware of it. Is it about the license for the?
It's just to submit an updated faculty listing. So you will
That is
receive a
correct.
clerk order.
Yes.
And you have the.
She already renewed the license.
So so what that means is the documents that you gave us still have the outdated, either it's about to expire or it already has expired, so you'll need to submit the new faculty listing that has her extended license on it.
The document that I submitted is supposed to be expired today,
Yes.
July 31st. But she already have the current license, the active license right now.
Yes, so we need you to resubmit that form with the new expiration date for her license.
That is correct, I will.
So yes, that is your contingency. So you'll get a clerked order, and then you just need to submit that document, and then after that's been processed, they'll issue your provisional license if it satisfies the contingency.
Yes.
Commissioners, any additional comments? Do we have any comments from the public with regards to this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we have now Pro Level Beauty Academy Hollywood 13581.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Eugene Pulber. I'm the administrator of the school. Yulia Pulber, the director, couldn't join today for personal health reasons, but I'm here to answer any questions. I did receive the summary sheet from the CIE program specialist. We are aware of the 3 items that we have to provide. I believe the item number 2 actually was provided in June to the program specialist, Brianna Harper. The remaining items, obviously we'll work on that and send within like 90 days.
Okay, great. I mean, the information we have lags a little bit, but I trust that you will have those 3 items.
And because you submitted it in June, most likely it looks like we may have been missing a person potentially for their admissions training. So when you get your clerked order, you can reach out and ask which individual still needs their admissions training program and just figure that piece out, which person we're looking for.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, we'll just follow up with Brianna. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
Commissioners, any comments?
You see Brandon over there furiously typing away. Can't find it. No comments.
None.
Is there any comments from the public with regards to this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Move to Skilled Trades USA, a division of Skilled Trades College, Miami, 13635.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the opportunity to be here. My name is Michael Martinez. I'm an attorney with Greenspoon Murder. We also have the owner and president with us.
Good morning. My name is Rafael Cherasuolo, President of Skilled Trades USA.
Morning. In addition, I would just like to say that we really appreciate the staff working with us as they have. We understand that there are items that were listed in the summary. We have absolutely every intention of correcting all of them, timely manner, and working with them to ensure that we are in full compliance. And we just really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, do we have any comments with regards to this institution?
I think it's nice to see a program that's actually going to be done in person again and in the trades. Well, a lot of the programs are coming online, and again, it's not as easy as everyone thinks to do online education, so it's nice to see you guys doing in person and, with needed areas like plumbers and HVAC. So I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
And you guys are that's a good location too, because I'm from Miami, so that's a great location. Is there any comments from the public? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
We now move to Treasure Coast Medical and Fire Institute, Inc., Okeechobee, school ID 13704.
Morning.
Morning, sir. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Kevin Franklin. I am the president of the school.
Welcome, Mr. Franklin. Have you had a chance to review staff recommendations?
Yes, sir, we have.
And you feel confident that will
We
be
actually
addressed?
tried to submit them and we were told we had to wait, so we are ready. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Is there anything you would like to say to the commission?
No, sir, we're just appreciative of the opportunity to put on a school over there in Okeechobee. We'll do well.
Great. Fellow commissioners, do you have any comments? Is there any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. We move to Wincor Wellness Academy, Miami Beach, 13707.
Good morning. Thank you. We're so grateful to be here today. It's a long time coming. I'm very excited. I'm Shannon Leone, and I'm the owner and the CEO of Wincor Wellness.
I'm Jennifer Cosley. I'm the Administrative and Compliance Officer.
I am Sergio Leon, CEO.
Morning. Thank you for being here. I'm sure you guys have had a chance to see.
Yes, we're aware of the contingencies, and we're good to go.
Okay, great.
Where are you in your Board of Massage approval?
We are, but we needed this first before we could
Okay,
get it.
so you can do it in the 90 days?
Yes. We're going to do it tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
We're ready.
Okay. Sounds great. Commissioners, is there any comments? That's also a great location at the beach. I might pass by to get a massage from you guys with it. No. Is there any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation is adopted. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We now have Britain Dental Assisting School, school number 13724.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Chris Giorgetti, Ferguson, Santoro, and Giorgetti.
Rev Perdomo, Executive Director, Britain Dental Assisting.
Great. So, great job, Mr. Giorgetti. There's no contingencies.
Great job. I give her all the credit.
Okay, then.
It's her school.
Good job, Ms. Perdomo. That's also Core Gables. He had to have any. That's also a great location. So, is there any comments from the commissioners with regards to this institution? None. Any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation is adopted. So congratulations. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you guys for writing us in and for your patience with us.
Thank you to everyone who took part of the application. Thank you.
We now move to section C on the agenda, return to annual license. There are 5 institutions in this section. Is there a motion to consider these reports by consent?
Motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to take this section by consent passes. I will now ask the director and each commissioner, were there any items they would like to pull?
None.
Commissioner Uliano?
None.
Commissioner Lin?
None.
Commissioner Lidbeck?
None.
I have none either. Are there any representatives from the schools or any members of the public who would like to comment on the schools not pulled?
Okay.
Maureen?
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Lamoth. I'm the owner, accountant, teacher, and everything at the school for Palmetto Training Services. We do have some outstanding items that needs to be submitted, but we submitted these items more than 4 times, and we have emails to show that these items.
Could we vote on, let us vote on the other 4 and then,
Okay. Alrighty, sounds good.
no worries. So can I get a motion to accept staff recommendations on items 1, 2, 3, and 5?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So staff recommendation has been adopted for institutions 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, you can come forward, Dan. Apologies.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
No, it's okay.
Yes, so I was wondering, who should I be emailing these documents? Because we do have proof of everything that was emailed, but it was not found. So it's a lot of time gathering the information and keep emailing the same thing.
So some of it has expired. So for example, your first contingency is the updated faculty listing form. The one that I have is one of your instructors and their license expires April of 2026. So we need an updated faculty form that has all of their licenses and their new expiration dates. And if she doesn't have a license anymore and you're not going to use her as an instructor, if you'll remove her from your instructor list. Most likely she's probably already renewed and the form just needs to be renewed, but it's those type of things. But you're welcome to, if you believe you've submitted these items and that they're, like the first one I know needs to be updated, but some of the other ones, feel free to send them back when you get this, because what this is doing, it is moving you back to annual license with the contingencies. So if you've already submitted them, send them to us again. You can send them directly to your program specialist, and you can copy Mr. Brandon Eldridge, who's right here next to me, on it, and we'll take a look at your items.
Okay, and also I emailed you all regarding the radius for if a school could open up within a certain radius. We're having an issue because a school opened up blocks away from us with a similar name, Our name is Palmetto Palmetto Training. Theirs is Palmetto Medical. It's literally blocks away from us. And a lot of my students, a lot of that advertising that I'm doing and marketing that I'm spending a ton of money on is going to that school. So I was wondering, I sent two emails. I didn't get a response as well. What can I do in this case? I know it's Palmetto Medical instead of Palmetto Training, but it causes confusion to the public and our reputation as well, because...
Chair, may I?
Yes, please.
So what you can do is you can file an application for a name change, and you can change your name
Change our name even though we have
of the
the name
institution.
first?
Ma'am, your institution is located in a city called Palmetto Bay. So this commission cannot afford you a trademark on the name Palmetto in your institution.
Okay.
You
So
understand
as
that?
far as the radius for schools that could be open, a school could open right across the street and it would be
Absolutely.
acceptable? Okay.
The name can't be misleading. Per our rules, the name can't be misleading to students based on what they're offering, the programs that are being offered, and we are also very particular about the use of the term college and university. So outside of that,
If, for example, the institution was, let's say, you had a logo or a trademark, and the other institution was utilizing that could be an issue, and this commission would take appropriate action to make sure that the public was not being misled. But a school cannot hold a monopoly on the name of a municipality for all
Okay.
the obvious reasons.
I understand. Okay, just double checking. And my last thing, and then I won't ask any other questions.
Yes, ma'am.
About the schools, the home health aides that are selling certificates and that are being reported to the CIE. Is anything going on with that? Because a lot of complaints have been coming, and of course, they're targeting the immigrants. And there have been several complaints, and I see these schools still selling HHA certificates.
if you will send me the name of those schools, I will take a look at those.
Okay.
The ones we do know of some, and we have reached out to those schools, and they should no longer be having any operations whatsoever. But if you do know of some that are still doing it, please let me know, and we will take a look at those.
All righty, thank
And you can send that directly to me with just the names on them, and we'll take a look.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any additional comments from the commissioners?
Done.
Any comments from the public with regards to this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We now move to Section D on the agenda, application for annual license. These 7 applications will be taken individually. If we could please start with Commercial Driving School LLC, Panama City 13100. Is there someone here? Please come forward, introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Cecil Jackson, co-founder and Chief Education Officer.
I'm Colin McMillan, co-founder and Chief Executive Officer.
I'll jump in. Mark Murray, Legal Counsel.
Joey Smith, Consultant.
Good morning, gentlemen. So how has it been? How's
Good.
your year been?
It's been good. Our last quarter, Q2, was our best so far since taking enrollment. So that's encouraging.
Okay, great. It's been what you've expected, or a little bit tougher, a little bit easier?
It was a little tough sledding there in the beginning, but we're getting in a good groove now.
Okay, great.
Good learning curve.
What's your student count at now?
Right now, currently enrolled, there's 6 in Class A and 2 in Class B.
I know financially in the first couple of years, it's always a struggle.
Yeah.
Are you good there? You've got enough backup in case you don't get the students that you thought you were going to get?
Yes, absolutely. And I submitted personal financial as well, and I'm committed to the school.
Yeah, 'cause that's the only thing I really saw also is that I guess you guys have to really work on trying to increase that enrollment to offset some of the cost.
Yep.
But, we're supportive and hope you guys get there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional comments? Do we have any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We move to Florida Career Training Center, Lauderhill 13088. If there's someone here, please come forward and introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Magda Acreus, representing Florida Career Training Center.
Good morning. So how has the year gone? I see that you're adding programs or modifying programs as well.
Yes, we're trying to modify program hours.
How's the year been? How many students?
As of now, not any enrollments because of the hours of the program, so that's why we've been working to modify the hours.
Okay.
And the 9 students are enrolled in what programs at this time?
I'm sorry?
The 9 students are enrolled in what programs?
No students right now. Any students, no. I don't know where 9 came from.
You have 0 students right
Zero.
now?
Zero
that's
students.
what she's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what she's modifying, yeah.
What was your previous enrollment in these programs?
5.
Do you have leased space?
Yes.
Are you able to maintain that space with 0 students, and do you have backup? Are you personally committed to backing up the school?
Yes.
Have any further comments, commissioners?
Do we have a financial report for 25 is the last one we have. All right.
Do you know when you plan on having any students?
Once the program hours are modified, then we can attract more students.
Do you have a timeline for when you plan on submitting an application to modify the programs?
I already did.
That's what's
Yeah,
in front
that's
of
what's
you.
in front of us. Yeah, yeah.
So it looks like she had a little bit high of hours in those programs, probably relative to some,
Yes.
probably near you.
Comparable.
Yes.
And you're lowering them so you can be more competitive in the market.
Yes. Correct.
And then once this is approved, or if it is approved, then you're going to start advertising marketing for the new hours in the program?
Correct.
And do you anticipate that you will receive good feedback for that and that your enrollment, how many students do you kind of anticipate enrolling after you get the program modifications?
Hopefully more than 5. So I think more than 5.
Yeah. Any further comments, commissioners?
The working capital is concerning to me. So, is it appropriate to add financial reporting in a situation like this? The working capital is down to next to nothing at this point after a couple of years, and still no students, which means it's probably even less now than it was before. So that's the only thing that concerns me is I'm just wondering where the finances are coming from to keep this school afloat, knowing that as of today, we're still sitting at 0 students waiting for these to be sent over so that you can start marketing again. And I'm just a little concerned that the school's on the edge here. And I don't know if you can make the commission feel better about that with a comment. You can answer that comment. I was talking over here, but I'm really talking to you, which is, financially, how are you going to come back from 0 students once you get these and start marketing and get students and faculty, and if you have a plan for that?
Well, I'm the personal guarantor for the school at the moment, so I do have a secure job where I can support the school. And also, the main feedback was the hours. So I do feel like the hours was what was putting us in this situation. So now that we understand about the hours in nearby, like other schools, so I am confident that the hours will improve the enrollment.
You're working so you're full-time working and also operating the school?
Correct.
Okay. And no other employees?
No, not at the moment.
And Commissioner, I'm not going to say it out loud, but if you look at page 17 of your financial documents, her personal financials are on that page. Are you the one backing the school?
Correct.
I did see that.
Okay.
I'd like to see it in the school, I guess. Because it's great that she's backing it up, and I appreciate that. We've all, well, maybe not all of us, but many of us have been there before. But I think some of that money needs to be in the school, because the working capital of the school is very low.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Yes.
So
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. So he's wanting to see that you have sufficient funds in the school to continue to run it, because your working capital is very low, the assets in the school currently. But your personal does, look more robust than that. So you could add a progress report and have her return, if you want her to return in January of 2027 with a progress report, just to kind of show us where she is with the school. And
That'd be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the language for that would look like, order the institution to submit a progress report with the commission for the January 2027 commission meeting. The report shall be submitted no later than 60 days prior to the scheduled meeting and include your financial progress report. So at that time, if you've moved money over to the business, you'll send that to us. They can be, because it is a financial progress report that is coming back in front of us, it does not need to be audited, reviewed, or compiled at that point. If you do have that, much better, but it can be interim. You can show us some statements, balance statements, to demonstrate where you are currently in your business.
Okay. And I have already transferred some, like a donation to the school already in the account for 2026.
Yeah.
And we'll just check on you back in January of 2027.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Commissioners, any additional?
I make a motion to accept staff recommendation with that added contingency.
Seconded?
Noted. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, but before that, is anyone in the public want to make a statement in the matter? No? Okay, hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept the staff recommendation as amended at the table?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The new staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you. We now move to LA Training and Staffing, Inc., Tamarack 13180.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Beatrice Connett. I'm the CEO.
Ludemeyer Lusant, Student Director.
Morning. So how has the year been going? How many students do you have?
Right now, we have 10.
Okay. And usually there's one contingency, which I think should be taken care of relatively easily.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to tell the commission?
No, not really.
Just happy to be here. Thank you.
Commissioners have any comments? Is there any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's anyone from Messiah Epic Nursing Academy, Palm Bay 13050, please come forward, introduce yourself.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Rose Elifa. I'm the president and owner of Messiah Epic Nursing Academy. And my husband?
Tony Elifa, vice president.
And I'm Christopher DeSalvo with the Keenest Network Consultant.
Good morning. So tell us, how has your year been going? How many students you currently have?
Currently now, in the phlebotomy, I have 6 students. For home health aides, I have 4. And I have 3 students registered for the nursing assistant.
Okay, great. Financially, you think you'll be okay by the end of the year?
Yes, definitely. We will pull from saving.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm. Yeah.
So I have the same concerns with this school, obviously. Very low cash in the bank, working capital, as of the last update that we have received. And with several programs and so little cash in the bank in the school, and I understand we have personal financial statements for the owner. Like I said, I appreciate that. I do think, also as an owner that has backed schools in the past, the money's got to be in the school to be able to pay the bills. And I would just like to see a better support as far as just keeping the school financially sound. And maybe you have done that between what I'm looking at and today, so.
Which it is, yes. Mhm. Yes, sir.
But it's a very thin ice here, so I would like the same contingency as before.
Okay.
A financial progress report.
Would you like me to read the contingency?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So the contingency will be, or the order would be to order the institution to submit a progress report with the commission for the January 2027 commission meeting. The report shall be submitted no later than 60 days prior to the scheduled meeting and include a financial progress report.
Good. Good.
Are there any additional comments from commissioners?
Make a
Yeah,
motion
my
to-
only question, Director, is the school has had also negative income for the last 2 years, and we're moving them to an annual, but I thought the regulations almost
We haven't been.
talk about not that you have to have both positive working capital and positive net income. Or I'm misreading that.
So it is, you have to demonstrate sufficient financial resources in order to gain the provisional. And then, if both of them go negative, they move to a substantive change, or we typically find that a substantive change has occurred. If one of them is negative, then they'll need to submit a financial improvement plan to this institution.
And that's also moving from, because they're on provisional right now, I thought for the annual, you need to demonstrate both to get that.
Not necessarily. You can look at it individually. And there is on your financials, I'm sorry, it's the summary sheet. Give me just a second. On page 12 of your summary sheet is a interim P&L form.
Okay.
And that's what we were basing it on as well.
Okay. That helps. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional comments? Commissioners, any comments from the public? Hearing none, to have a motion to accept staff recommendations as amended at the table?
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted as amended today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We now move to National Institute of Education 2, Inc., Hialeah 13331. there's someone here from that institution, please come forward and introduce yourself.
This institution submitted an email to the commission that they were unable to attend.
Okay. Is there any discussion from the commissioners?
Do they own another school? Because education too. Not that you know of? Okay.
So this is the institution that we asked this question to a couple meetings ago, and there was something about someone already had a one, so then they added a two.
Sorry.
It's okay. It was a very lengthy explanation of the two, but I do not, there's not one licensed by the commission. I think it may have been a Sunbiz thing, so it was a two.
Is there any further discussion?
Getting old, I forget things now.
I do remember that now.
I remember after she said it, yes. Okay. So I'll make a motion to accept that staff recommendations.
Okay.
Second.
Any comments from the public with regards to this matter? Hearing none, I'll vote to accept. Sorry, you guys already did that motion. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Move to Orlando Medical Assistance School, Sanford, 13239. There's someone here.
This guy's familiar.
I'm back.
Seen you somewhere.
Pete Gilkey, Compliance Officer for the school. Thank you for your consideration.
So, sir, how's this year gone? How many students?
Going really well. There are currently 22 students enrolled. The school has 12 graduates, 7 of those having jobs, and we're not through. So we're working to get all of them jobs.
Great. So that's great to hear. Anything else you would like to tell the commission? Or?
I don't think so. We just appreciate you and the work you do very much.
Is this your last trip up here?
Yes, this last trip.
You could stay to the end if you like. Any additional comments from the commissioners? Any comments from the public? Here, no further discussion. Is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you, sir. Thank you for staying.
Thank you so much.
Now we go to, I don't know if it's Valier or Valerie, Health Institute, Lauderhill, 13011.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Gerda Valère. I'm the owner and president of Valère Health Institute.
Good morning. My name is Jean-Claude Valère, and I'm here in more support of my wife.
Oh, that's awesome. Good morning, Dr. Valère. So tell me, how has this year gone for you? How many students do you have?
Yes. Last year was very difficult. We just opened our doors. This year, it's better. As we became more established and did more marketing to social medias, to the communities, we did health fair, community events. We were able to attract more students. So right now, we have a total of about 40 students in all the programs. And what really helped is the different programs that we offered as far as the continuing educations, PN and remedial courses, the CPR, all those classes, able to help us financially as well.
Okay, great. Commissioners?
How many students do you currently have in your PN program?
I'm sorry?
How many students do you currently have in your PN program?
The LPN program, about 30 students.
When's their first graduating class? I see that there's no testers as of yet, so do you know when their first graduating class in NCLEX will be?
We anticipated this year.
Sure.
and hopefully you've been following some of the commission's meetings and talking to nursing programs and the need to really be on top of the students, your curriculum, the follow-through, to ensure they're ready for the NCLEX.
Yes, absolutely.
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Any additional comments, commissioners? Do you have any comments from the public? Hear no further discussion. Is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you for
All
being
right.
here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're moving to Section E, application for extension for annual license. There's one item in this section, Truck Driver Institute, Sanford 1734. If there's someone here from this institution, please come forward and introduce yourself. Okay, is there any comments from the commissioners with regards to this? Any comments from the public with regards to this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Okay, now we're going to get to the meat and bones. Section F is application for annual renewal. There are 55 applications in this section, and we're going to take them individually. Is there a motion to consider the applications by consent?
Motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to take this section by consent passes. I will now ask the director and each commissioner, were there any items they would like to pull?
Number 1, please.
Commissioner Lidbeck?
No additional.
Commissioner Lynn?
None.
Commissioner Uliano?
None.
I have none either. Are there any representatives from the schools or any members of the public who would like to comment on any of the schools not pulled? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendations on item 2 through 55?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Staff recommendations are accepted for those institutions. So if we have anyone from Abundant Life Nursing School, Mount Dora 6248, please come to the podium and introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Treva Williams. I'm the administrator for the nursing school.
My name's Christopher DeSalvo with the Aquinas Network Consulting.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Commissioners, do we have comments?
So Commissioners, what is in front of you today is a recommendation from staff to grant the annual license with the 5 contingencies listed. Order the institution to submit progress reports due to their graduation rate for their graduation rate for 24-25. I still said it backwards, even after I said it twice. It's your placement rate for 24-25. And then order the institution to limit enrollment in the PN program to no more than 10 students per cohort and no more than 4 cohorts per year. No earlier than 1 year from the date of this order, the institution may apply to the commission for reconsideration of these enrollment limits, and that is due to the PN scores, the current PN scores. They are in front of you today. In 2024, the PN scores were 60% with 5 testers. 2025, 33.33% with 15 testers. And Q1 of 2026, 25% with 4 testers.
Yes. Since then, we have instituted a very big overhaul in our performance improvement plan last year. We incorporated UWorld into our curriculum. And starting with the classes that began summer of last year and fall of last year, both classes have graduated with the most recent last month. We have submitted the ones that have tested, first-time testers. There have been 8 that have tested, 7 have passed on the first time. So we're seeing that improvement already. The students that have not tested yet, we have an NCLEX boot camp that we have set up to improve that also. So we have been working really hard of improving the curriculum and interweaving UWorld into it to get that pass rate up, and it's working.
So I want to make a comment I made yesterday also. UWorld's a good product, is a good assessment tool, but you need to look at your total curriculum.
Yes, sir, we did.
What are the faculty, who the faculty are, the qualifications, how are they teaching? How can they assist students? What type of tutoring are they providing? So a lot of times people come up and they talk to us about third-party products. They are just that, third party. They're a tool. So I just want to make sure, because for this past quarter, just so it's on the record, for up till June 30th, 2026, for this year, you have a 42.86% pass rate with 14 delivered and 6 passers.
Yes, sir.
We're not seeing that movement. We hope to see that movement. And I just want you to go back and think about how you can adjust with the students and the faculty, taking a look at the curriculum as a whole to see how you can move the bar on this to get it up to the levels we're
Yes, sir.
looking for.
And that's what we've been working on, and I think it's a beautiful thing now. My instructor is just incredible. She's the one that's doing the NCLEX review, the curriculum development. She's got a lot of good experience under her belt, and we have been hustling and looking at every aspect from tutoring to remediation to how to make these students successful. So, and we're seeing that.
Have you looked at admissions also? So what your criteria has been
Yes,
for
sir.
admission?
We have increased our admissions criteria. We had, a lot of schools have around 65% on the HESI or the TEAS entrance. We're now at 75%. We have a committee that's made up of myself, the president, and the instructor, to really look at the individuals that are coming in to see what their motivation is, to make sure that they are ready. And looking more at a whole. Why do they want to be here? Why do you want to be a nurse? This isn't just an easy, go to work and sit behind a computer kind of job. You have to have the compassion. You have to have that energy. So we have been very selective over the last, increased that selection process a lot more. And we've seen it in the results with these last 2 cohorts that we've had that have graduated and doing well.
So what have you changed at the beginning of your program? And I assume you probably have, if it's 4 times a year you're doing enrollment, you probably have 4 terms. What are you doing in your fundamentals class, your early med surg classes that you've changed to hopefully increase the end results?
Really hyper-focusing on those clinical skills. Critical thinking is a huge one because, the NCLEX does focus on a lot of critical thinking. We've incorporated better skills simulations into the curriculum and into the program. And all of our mannequins are automated mannequins, so we can program in different scenarios, get them in there. We're making top quality nurses, and that's always been our goal, to give them the tools for success, from VSIMS to UWorld, to we have another platform, and my brain just stopped working. But we're giving the tools and having them think differently. Also, teaching styles. We have myself, I've been a nurse for 35 years, and LPN for 35 years. The president of the school, she's been a nurse, I think almost 15 years, and then the instructor is also coming up on 10, 15-year program. So I tell everybody we've almost got a century's worth of nursing under our belts. So all of us teach in different styles, and if one instructor can't get through to someone, and explain it in a way that they understand, then we can step in and help tutor those students. So you have the different teaching styles from each of the instructors. You know, they're still getting the same information, it just, you know, interpretive dance gets them across that line of that light bulb going off.
Absolutely. And one of the things I'll just give you a word of advice or recommendation is that as you go forward and you're looking at enrolling new students, do it slowly right now. Like, this year is going to be hard to pull your numbers up to be where you
Yes, sir.
need to be. I don't know mathematically whether it's possible based on the number of students you have enrolled
Right.
and graduating. So you will likely go on probation with the Board of Nursing. So that would mean next year, you really need to make sure those numbers improve.
Yes, sir.
So who you're taking in this year right now
Right.
is going to affect that. So if you're having difficulty with admitting 40 students right now, which is what we allowed you up to and your current enrollment is, maybe you want to have smaller classes, more condensed classes, so you can give the attention to the students to get the outcomes that we're looking for. And it's something to go back to the owner and just speak about, because again, we're looking not only today, but we're also looking at next year and the year after, so the program can continue.
Right. One of the things about our school that we do take pride in is that we're very reasonably priced at $10,500. And we have added cost as far as like the LMS system. I don't know if y'all heard, but Canvas had a crash for the free thing. And getting an LMS system, that's added cost to the program. That alone was quite expensive. Then we, have added the U-World in and those expenses. But we also found that a lot of students, we didn't include like the NCLEX, Pearson VUE, and that cost at the end of the program. We've added that into the cost. So
My understanding is, by the way, that price may significantly increase next year.
That's gonna
The
hurt my feelings
NCSB and
again.
a significant increase, like not 10, 20%. I'm hearing
no.
very large numbers,
Large,
just so
Well,
you're aware.
we want to
I
incorporate.
hope it doesn't happen either, so.
Right. But if we include that into the overall tuition, that way the submission process, because what we've ran into, a lot of students have difficulty getting that, $400 or $500 to get them past, get them to the board, even though we've submitted them. And so now we're trying to figure out a way to get them to the board sooner, where the day they complete the program, we submit, and we've already went through all of these processes together, and hopefully they would get their test date sooner while everything's fresh, instead of doing this panic of waiting a month out, 2 months out. And that's what we have run into with the previous classes. The two classes that have just graduated, they're getting in and I've got 7 that are scheduled to test this month, or in August. So hopefully that's going to help our.
So that was going to be my question, just on the speed of test, because that's a huge driver of pass rate, is getting people to take the test early.
Right.
You had 10 folks, 10 graduates in the first quarter of this year, only 4 tested. I know some of those might be stragglers from
Yes,
the
sir.
previous year. So the 7 of 8 that just passed, how many of those folks graduated recently? And of the recent graduating cohorts, how many have actually attempted the test?
July, and my July graduation class, I actually have it right here. I had 13 that were submitted. So far, 8 from the July class have tested. 7 passed on their first try. 1 has test anxiety. I think she needs Prozac or something to help get her through. I'm not sure. And then the class that just graduated, I've submitted those folks, and 7 of them have a test date already. And we're working with the others that we're doing using that U-World guide to make sure that they're high or very high standard, because we're making them study just a little bit more to get past that anxiety portion. So we want to make them successful in the first try, and then they'll be up and running for hopefully next month.
And so those who actually aren't taking the test right away, are they engaging in your remediation?
Yes, sir.
Because it's hard to get
Yes,
them
sir.
in to do that, okay.
Yeah, I'm nag them all the time. When you coming, come on, get up here. My instructor, Faye, she is incredible. She has an incredible rapport with the students, so she's calling them on a daily basis, texting them, hey, where's my 10 questions? Hey, you've not taken your test, yet. You still need to be doing New World to study every day until you take that test.
And
So,
the last question I have is just for the 6 that have not tested, if you're looking just at quarter one, what are we doing with those students who have yet to take the test?
we have a free NCLEX boot camp review on Fridays that is open to every student that has graduated our program, no matter when, no matter what. It is open. I send out weekly reminders to them that from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. we have NCLEX review. We just had our graduating class, and we're in between cohorts right now. So my NCLEX boot camp queen is running NCLEX a couple of days during the week to catch evening people, day people, and helping adjust to their shifts. So,
Well, speaking for my nursing schools, I'm assuming yours as well, those stragglers, if you're not on them now, when they come a year from now and they take the test, and that distance between graduation and taking that first
Right.
attempt is a killer.
yeah.
Okay.
And I think you're on the right track, everything you've done and you're doing. Speak to the owner about whether or not you guys want to, as other schools do, sometimes pay for the licensure.
Okay.
Because by doing that, it's an investment, yes,
Yes, sir.
but it can avoid you being placed on probation by the Board of Nursing or losing your license.
Right.
So it may be a worthwhile return on investment.
Yes, sir.
And everything else sounds like you are on track and you're getting on top of it. As you said, you did have very good results for the 426 class at 83%. So let's hope that continues.
Yeah. It's
tough.
We're not in this to get rich. We're in this to put out some great nurses, and doing this is a passion. So I think we've got a great product, and we're local. So come by, see us.
Now, I do want to ask though, so we ran the numbers on the enrollment cap, and our break even is like just under 15 students per cohort across those 4 cohorts. We were hoping we might get you to consider increasing that cap per cohort.
What is your current population in the program?
We are in between cohorts. I have 35 students that are accepted to come in over October and January. What we want to do is a rolling start date. So like foundations, once we finish the foundations portion, I have a med-surg nurse or med-surg instructor. We start a new foundations class. The foundations people move to med-surg. So it would be a rolling enrollment. If we can do at least 13 per cohort, then it would be economically feasible, because we want to make sure that we meet the instructor's pay, but also then we have overhead costs, because I've calculated instructor cost plus the cost of books and platforms and all that fun stuff, it's all inclusive in our program. And we want to make sure that we have enough to meet the overhead, like rental and just the general, insurances, the fun stuff that nobody really sees in the background.
If I may, Commissioners, I think the clear trend over the last couple of meetings is to kind of move away when we talk about limitations from a cohort, per cohort system to more just of an annual. So can you clarify what your typical annual enrollment is?
Annual, it's been low, but again, we've been growing.
How low?
We started out, our very first class had 6 people in it. Now we're averaging anywhere from 12 to 15 students per cohort.
So how many annually? Just
Annually?
a flat annual figure,
Hold
regardless
on.
of cohort.
across 4 cohorts?
How many cohorts are you starting
Yeah,
a
that's
year?
across the several cohorts. Just in 2024, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 students. And I would like to grow it and that was 2024.
And how many
then
students in 2025?
In 2025, we had, we had 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, about 40. So,
And are all those students in your PN program?
all PN.
You don't
yes.
have anybody in your HHA?
Not yet,
Do
no.
you plan to enroll in that HHA program?
We are working on, I've got to find an instructor for the HHA program. So I'm working on that, but I do have it up and ready to roll. I just haven't been pushing it. I've been trying to get the PN program perfected and get it where we need it.
So we're clear, the proposal, even if we modify the proposal for the limitation of enrollment, it's to 40 students per year. That's consistent with the figure you just gave of how many your annual enrollment actually is.
Right,
For
from
now.
2025.
Yes,
But we
but-
did make a lot of investments in the program.
Yes, sir.
So now,
So what is your proposed new annual
60.
enrollment cap? Is it 60?
Yeah. And divide that up over 4 cohorts.
The idea would be to not stipulate us on our part a number of cohorts, so it gives you the discretion to arrange that however that works for your institution.
That would be wonderful.
that's per calendar
Yes.
year, right? Per calendar year? Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay.
Also, to be fair, those investments in that program should have been made from the beginning. You know, we are catching up here, and there's a lot of students that didn't get the benefit of a quality education already. So I appreciate, you know, when you said your tuition is low, but somebody's got to pay for the education, whether it's the school or the student. I'm happy with a low tuition, but that just means the school has to provide the services.
Yes, sir.
And so that just hasn't been done the last couple of years. And furthermore, there's other contingencies here. Where are we at with the other contingencies? I mean, there's an audit missing from 2025. Have we done that?
We've hired a new accounting company, and hopefully I meet with them next week.
So you haven't even started an audit for 2025?
We did start, but the accountant that we were working with didn't work out, so we're restructuring with the new accounting company.
These are just concerns. So while I see a positive trend, we also still have all these outstanding issues. And I think Mr. Gunter said it earlier today. Council has talked about, one of the issues that we have. We're here to protect the citizens of the state of Florida, and the students of the state of Florida is our number one role. So as we're looking at trying to limit enrollment, we're doing that for that protection. And if maximum enrollment previously has only been 40, and you have all of these issues while you're trending hopefully in the right direction, you still have other open concerns, including we don't even have an audit. Why would it be prudent for us? Wouldn't it be prudent for us to limit it at the 40 going forward? Why wouldn't that be prudent?
Well, this is not dissimilar to a conversation we had yesterday, kind of like this with another school. So my question is, obviously I'm in the middle of budget season for my school, so I'm assuming you have a look ahead on when you believe you're going to be over a certain number. You wanted to go to 60. At what point do you believe you'll be able to have an enrollment of 60? Is it like next year around this time, or?
Approximately about July of next year is my goal.
So one of the things I would say is kind of consistent with what we did yesterday. We can give them the opportunity for reconsideration to have that cap or whatever we're discussing here to be revisited next July, seeing what you've done for the remaining 2 quarters of this year and your NCLEX pass rates, seeing how you're trending going into that July, and then we can consider lifting that cap or moving it to something different. And then to Mr. Junta's point, instead of doing 4 cohorts of 10, allowing it to be an enrollment of 40, regardless of how you want to have them come into the program. Is that something to consider?
Commissioner, yeah, I agree with that statement.
You like that?
And that would be consistent with how we've handled this in the past. Your last line of your, the recommendation would modify slightly, where we have it no earlier than 1 year from the date of this order, the institution may apply to the commission for reconsideration of these enrollment limits, and instead it would change to at the next July 2027 meeting.
Okay.
You can bring this in front of us, and we will reevaluate your enrollment at that time.
Okay, we can do that.
So that way it'll limit you for the 1 year. You can come back in July of 2027. Hopefully you will show us fantastic, great numbers,
Right.
and then we can have that conversation.
My only concern with that is with starting cohort in October, that class would not be graduating until September of next year. So we wouldn't necessarily see an improvement on the NCLEX side, and, until we work with these students that are getting in. And like I said, we've got these new, this new group of students that have been submitted and be testing over the next month. We'll see that improvement, but then on top of that, my concern is it going to limit, until then?
I think the idea, if I may, just to maybe clarify, not because I'm making a policy here, I just want to kind of collate what I'm hearing. I think the idea is that even your students who've already graduated, the institution needs to invest in remediating those students who will presumably be testing from now until July of 2027. So even though the institution is not going to see the full fruits of all of the new strategies it's implemented,
Right.
some of those strategies should be directed toward and implemented toward those who've already graduated
Okay.
in remediating them,
Okay,
I think is the idea.
okay. We
And
can
then
do
you have
that.
7 about to go out to test, you said, right? And if that holds true with what just happened for those 8, that's going to be a great start there, so.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have a most recently reported placement rate of 35%. So could you speak to?
I think I misunderstood on the placement rate. All of our students are employed except for 2 that had health issues from the beginning of our school start. The ones that have passed the NCLEX are all working in skilled nursing, long-term care, rehab, home health, different fields. I've hired a few of them for our home health agency. And then the others are working as CNAs, home health aides. And there's 2 people that are working in retail right now, and they got promoted to managerial positions, so they've not gotten in any hurry to take their test yet.
Well, please work with your program specialist on
Yes.
that, because it's
Yeah.
a contingency on this action.
Yes,
But if
yes.
it's not right, you should fix it.
Okay, I will get that fixed.
And it'll be a progress report too. So even if you fix it, please let us know when you do your progress report, why the error occurred, and in the future, how you're going to ensure that that
Okay.
does not occur.
I think I misread, thinking they had to be employed as LPNs and not necessarily just employed, so that was my misinterpretation. Okay.
Any
How
further
long, how
comments?
long have you had your consultant with you?
A month.
A month now? Yeah.
I would recommend keeping him.
I'm keeping him, but
So-
he was also our rep.
Oh, okay.
He was with
Special.
y'all.
Operating a school is
He
a
was mine
lot of
too, so-
paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork.
Yes, yes, I was so
Until
excited.
you have a passion for students and you want to help the students,
Yes,
but it's
sir.
also mounds and mounds of paperwork. And so it's 2 parts to this.
I was a brunette when I started this.
I do just want to add a warning as a public service announcement. Quite a few of the final orders of the schools that have had their licenses revoked this morning were relying too much on consultants. I mean, not on Mr. DeSalvo, to be clear, okay? But, so, not on him, but the buck does ultimately stop with the, owners and operators of these schools. And I think a good consultant will show you how to do things on your own if and when, they're not there to do it for you. I just want to add that.
I'm buying him a cape. It's superhero, so.
That's fair enough. Any additional comments, commissioners? Do we have any comments from the public? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation as amended
So moved.
And just so we clarify on what the amendment is, so it is simply to change the limitation of enrollment to no more than 40 students per calendar year. And then, did we want to just keep it as it is, that in a year, if they want to, they can reach out to us and say, hey, we want to appear on the July 2027 meeting, keep the ball in their court if they want to.
I would recommend using the identical language from yesterday, because the current language tells them that no earlier than 1 year, once this clerk to order goes out, they can submit it. So they'll
I
be after that.
understand.
So
Okay,
I would recommend removing it. And to be clear, the 40-hour limitation is in the PN program.
That's correct.
40
That's correct.
enrollment.
It's only in the PN program. It would not apply to any other
HHA.
program you apply to offer or to the HHA program. Okay, so the language we used yesterday for, I think it was Hodgkin, was to order the institution to appear at the July 2027 public meeting in order to discuss the progress of the program and any possible revisit to the limitation on enrollment.
All right, thank
Okay.
you.
That is the motion.
Okay, can I get a motion to accept that new staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, there are no items in section G, the application for license by means of accreditation. I think we're going to push through lunch, because I think we could get through it, but let's just have like a 10, 15-minute break. It's 11:43. Let's be back before 12, so we can start right at 12, and we should call it a day. Thank you so much. to the meeting. If someone back there could close that door, would be great. Someone give me a solid. Thank you, Counselor.
You get a gold star today, Mark. Thank you.
Okay, we now move to Section H, Annual Review of License by Means of Accreditation. Myself, Commissioner Caballero, is affiliated with institution number 9 in this section, so I will need to abstain from voting on the institution. Is there a motion to consider the 14 applications by consent?
Motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to take this section by consent passes. I want to ask the director and each commissioner, were there any additional items in addition to number 9 that would like to be pulled?
Number 5 and number 9.
Commissioner Litvak?
None.
Commissioner Lin?
None.
Commissioner Uliano?
7 and 14. 7 and 14.
7 and 14. I do not have any additional. Are there any representatives from the schools or any members of the public who would like to comment on the schools not pulled? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendations on items 1 through 4, 6, 8, and 10 through 13?
Motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay. That motion passes. Staff recommendations are accepted for those institutions. Is there someone from First Coast Barber Academy, Jacksonville, 4170 here? Please come to the podium and introduce yourself. Commissioners, discussion? Director?
Commissioners, what is in front of you today is a recommendation to deny the license by means of accreditation due to the failures to submit the 4 items listed in front of you. Deny this application for license by means of accreditation and order the institution to apply for annual license within 21 days of entry of this order. And if that is not done, the institution will be ordered to cease and desist advertising, soliciting, and recruiting students and operations.
Commissions, any further discussion?
None.
Do we have any public comment on this matter? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation is adopted. Now, Inter-American Technical Institute, Miami, 2373. Is there someone from the institution, other than myself? I don't think so.
Oh, let's not forget number 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there someone from Fort Pierce Beauty Academy, Fort Pierce, school ID 1100? If there's someone here, please come to the podium and introduce yourself. No? Commissioners, Director, discussion?
Well, 7 and 14 are the same ownership. And they didn't turn in an audit for 2025. My question was going to just be about when we expected to see that. But I have nobody to ask that question to, so. Has staff heard anything about it?
So not to my knowledge, they have not submitted it at this time, which is why I will give them the 90 days to submit that, and then we'll take additional action as needed.
Okay, because they're also accredited, so I assume
They would owe that to their
it was
creditor as well.
due to more than just us.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to add to the contingency, or?
I will let the process play out. I was just hoping he could clarify, if it was on the way or where it was going, so.
Okay. Can I take a motion for both of those institutions? Yeah. Okay. Is there anyone here from the public who would like to comment on this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation on institutions 7 and 14?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. We now move to Inter-American Technical Institute, Miami 2373. There's someone from this institution. Commissioners, any discussion?
None.
Is there any public comment on this matter? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to accept the staff recommendation?
Motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation is adopted. So we now move to section I on the agenda, applications for program approvals and modifications. There are 9 applications plus 1 write-in, which is Institute for Medical Aesthetics and Laser, School ID 13176. Is there a motion to accept these 10 applications by consent?
Motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to pass the section by consent. I'm sorry, motion to take the section by consent passes. I want to ask the director and each commissioner, were there any items they would like to pull?
None.
Commissioner Litvak?
None.
Commissioner Lin?
None.
Commissioner Giuliano?
None?
I have none either. Are there any representatives from the schools or any members of the public who would like to comment on the schools pulled? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendations? Oh, I'm sorry. Good afternoon.
I'm not from the schools that you just called. I'm from one of the schools in there.
CIE Medical
CIE Medical Training Center.
What, you are from which? Number 5. Number 5? Okay, we'll pull you. Let us make a motion on all the other schools. You could just sit right there. Okay. Can I have a motion to accept staff recommendations on schools 1 through 4 and 6 through 10?
So moved.
Second?
Can you hear no further? Okay. Staff recommendations have been accepted for schools 1 through 4 and 6 through 10.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Hearing no further discussion on this matter, can I have a vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendations have been accepted for schools 1 through 4, 6 through 10. Apologize. Okay, we ask you to come back to the podium.
Good afternoon. My name is Jocelyn Clark. I am the administrator at CIE Medical Training Center. And this is
And-
Mr. Clark, my husband.
My name is Wayne Clark. I'm here in the supporting role. I'm her husband.
Great. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So why did you ask to come in front of the commission?
We're just here to, and thank you for having us, and we're just here to represent the school because we apply for a license.
Did you have any concerns with your one contingency?
I do not.
So I think they just wanted to tell you. Can you tell us a little bit about your new program?
The program that I applied for?
Yes, ma'am.
I know it's a very demanding program in the community that we live in. And we want to offer that program. We also want to give back to the community because that's where I got my degree in Southwest Florida.
Okay. Commissioners, any comments?
Just as you're looking forward, I know you're just kicking this off and you're looking at your clinical sites. Obviously, with medical, surgical, as you go forward, it shouldn't just be well care centers. You need to make sure the students see acute care, subacute, all the different areas.
Correct.
But I recognize that you're starting out and you will get there.
Sure.
And I think you heard the discussions today from other schools and yesterday. It is, as you said, a very rigorous program. It takes a lot of commitment. We've spoken to people in the past. Slow and steady is always the best way. And make sure you dedicate those resources and you look at your instructors, your curriculum, and what you're doing from day one so that you're successful, because that's what we want for you and your students.
Sure.
Thank you.
That's it. So I just wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
So any further comments? Nope. Do we have any comments from the public with regard to this matter? Here, no further discussion. Is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation has been adopted. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Move to section J on the agenda, motion for extension of provisional license for 1 year. There are 2 items in this section. We'll take them individually. Professional Medical Institute, Fort Myers, School 13110. If there's someone here, please come to the podium and introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. I'm Lysandra Perez. I'm the SCOOP director.
Good afternoon. Have any comments from the,
None. Congratulations on recently enrolling new students.
Thank you.
comments? Do we have any comments from the public? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation is adopted. Thank you.
Thank you.
We now have RMD Education and Training Services LLC, Naples 13198. If there's someone here, please come to the podium and introduce yourself.
Hello, Commissioners. My name is Dimitri Marcelin. I'm President and Program Director for RMD Education and Training Services.
Mary Xavier, Director of Admission.
Rochelle Charles, Placement Director.
Afternoon. You look sharp, man.
Thank you.
I think Jason and I appreciate that. Well, thank you for being here. There's only one staff recommendation, which I'm sure you guys have seen and trust.
Yes, we have it ready. We just have not submitted yet. We're waiting for the clerk order so we can submit the proper channel.
Okay. Commissioners, do we have any comments, questions?
None.
No. Do we have any comments from the public on this matter? Here, no further discussion. Is there a motion to accept staff recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Staff recommendation is adopted. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying this long.
Thank you. If you allow me, I will also take this opportunity to thank Ms. Rosario Nunez from the Bayside Project. I know earlier Mr. Gunta said a lot of the schools closure was relying too much on the consultant. However, we're grateful for our consultant. She provides training. She trained us on how to do things the right way or the CIE way. So we're grateful. Thank you.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much.
And
Thank you
thank
for
you
your
for
comments.
Mrs. Harper. Oh, I bother her a lot. She's always never tired of me. So we're grateful. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Brina Harper. Brina Harper. She's good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We now move to section K in the agenda, motion for extension of license. There are 11 items in this section. Is there a motion to consider the applications by consent?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to take this section by consent passes. I want to ask the director and each commissioner, were there any items that would like to pull? Director?
None.
Commissioner Litvak?
None.
Commissioner Lin?
None.
Commissioner Uliano?
None.
I have none either. Are there any representatives from the schools or any members of the public who would like to comment on the schools not pulled? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendations on items 1 through 11?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes and staff recommendations are accepted for those institutions. On section L on the addendum is request for extension of time to comply with contingencies. There are no items in this section. Section M on the agenda is substantive change approval. Is there a motion to consider these 9 applications by consent?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to take this section by consent passes. I want to ask the director and commissioners, were there any items that would like to pull?
This will be a first, so everyone hold your breath. I have none to pull.
Commissioner Litvak?
None.
Commissioner Lin?
None.
Commissioner Uliano?
None.
I have none either. Are there any representatives from the schools or any members of the public who would like to comment on any schools not pulled? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept staff recommendations on items 1 through 9?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes and staff recommendations are accepted for those institutions. Section N is branch campus applications. There are no items in this section. Section O on the agenda is name applications. There are no items in this section. There are no agent training programs in section B. Is there a motion to accept the reports for sections 17 to 20, program terminations, approved applicant letters, licenses sent, and closed school reports by consent?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to accept these reports has been adopted, which that basically takes us to any comments from the commissioners.
Great job by our new chair, our interim chair.
Concur.
Well, first, I would like to thank the staff for the great work in preparing us these files. I think this was a phenomenally clean agenda. I mean, we thank them every time, but I think it gets better with every upcoming meeting. And me personally, thank you, Director Hurst, Councilor Gunta, Jason, Brandon, and Jennifer, their confidence in me, and to my fellow commissioners for their patience, assistance, and guidance in this meeting. I would like to thank you all for joining us today. Our next meeting is scheduled for September 24th, 25th, 2026. I look forward to seeing everyone there. With no further business to come before the commission, we are adjourned.